Poinsettias, a botanical mystery. What if I told you that a plant we all know and love has a wonderful, heartfelt history? Every year we have them in our home or give them as a symbol of goodwill to family or friends. But what do you know about it? Where is it from? I hope you enjoy this video and it opens your heart as you select and give this plant with humble love and goodwill. Welcome to Plant Life. Today, I'd like to reveal some history and a legendary story of the poinsettias. One of my first questions is how to properly pronounce it. Why does one version have the letter I and one doesn't? Why is it popular during the holidays? And is it possible for them to exist past the holidays? Our neighbors said they're poisonous. Is that true? Let's start with how the poinsettia got its name. To get to the bottom of it, let's first discuss some history. Back in 1825, a botanist named Joel Roberts Poinsett from South Carolina was appointed a new position. He was named the ambassador to Mexico. While there, he was introduced to a native plant called Flor de la Noche Buena, flower of the Holy Night. The legend of why it's called Flower of the Holy Night is native to Mexico. The story goes that the leaves of Flor de la Noche Buena first turn red for a poor girl named Pepita. Pepita wanted to bring a gift to the nativity scene at a local church on Christmas Eve, but she had no money. Her cousin told her, even the most humble gift, if given in love, would be acceptable to Jesus. So the girl found a handful of weeds on her way to church and laid them at the altar. The legend goes that it was a Christmas miracle because those weeds turned a beautiful bright red. Even now, many people notice the shape of the red leaves appear to be the symbol of the Star of Bethlehem. Years later, Ambassador Poinsett, who was a botanist and clearly taken with these amazing red blooms, sent some of Flor de la Noche Buena home to South Carolina. And as you probably guessed, the plant was named after Ambassador Poinsett. Congress declared December 12th as National Poinsettia Day in honor of the ambassador who introduced this plant to the United States. I'm sure for a botanist, having a plant named after you is really a true honor. But the question still remains, what is the proper pronunciation of poinsettia? The point is, it's poinsettia, not poinsettia. It's also not poinsettia. Get the point? Why the poinsettia is popular at Christmas? Well, I think the legendary story of the kind-hearted Pepita and her desire to bring a gift to the altar that Christmas Eve tells a story. I wonder if sweet Pepita would have ever known that her Christmas miracle would result in so many Christmas displays today. I'm sure that even Ambassador Poinsett may have heard and been captivated by Pepita's story, as well as being captivated by the beautiful plant itself. Growing poinsettias. When a poinsettia seed is planted, the gardener goes to the top of the mountain, lifts the pot in the air, and says, "This shall be called poinsettia, and it shall be mine." Just kidding, a little poinsettia humor. But from the time a seed is planted, it takes about 2 weeks to germinate. They need about 6 hours of indirect sunlight and moist soil. The poinsettia is always asked, are you a plant or are you a flower? It's a bract. It's a modified leaf with a flower at the center of the leaves. So the leaves or bracts should turn red in about 8 weeks. A well cared for poinsettia plant lives about 2 to 3 months. Just keep it moist. You want to make sure as you water it, it can drain to avoid overwatering. Keep it in a well-lit area, but not in direct sunlight. Poinsettias are not poisonous. If ingested in large quantities, they are mildly toxic. It can make you or your pet sick, drool, oral pain, diarrhea, vomiting, so you can get sick from eating them. You might even choke from the leaves, but they are not poisonous. However, we do not recommend eating them. Just enjoy looking at them. We hope you remember the history and story of the poinsettia. From now on, when you see the red poinsettias, I hope you think of how amazing it is that Ambassador Poinsett had a plant named after him. And remember Pepita's kind gift from the heart. What would happen if we all tried to be humble like Pepita? I hope you buy one this year and give it humbly as an offer of love and goodwill. Thank you for joining us at Plant Life, for those with a green thumb growing one seed at a time. We hope you enjoyed the poinsettia story. See you next time, friend. Be kind, and we hope you had some smiles. Oh, and if you can, please subscribe. I've heard it makes the holidays get better.